next data type is unique identifier in SQL Server. So let's see unique identifier. First of all, unique identifier, what it means. Unique identifier, we can call it as GUID. Uh, GUID is nothing but the global unique identifier, and this is the example of this. But first of all, we will see some different terms of it. Means it is uh, 36 characters in length. Means this is the mm, let's see, this is the 8 characters, then 4, 4, 4, and then 12. So is equal to 36, 36 character hyphen also including. So it is 36 character in length. And then next one, it database, how much bytes it allocate. So it will allocate 16 byte in the memory, means 128 bit. And one more thing, identity, means as we seen there are some example, means while creating the table we are using the identity. Let's see, I think in this example I previously data types, and here is the create table, correct? So we are creating the identity, means in that what it does in the background, means there is a one by one, means that identity, if we suppose id as a integer and with primary key, and identity 1 comma 1, means it will first of all, we don't need to supply that particular column value, means id, and first of all it insert 1, then 1 plus 1, means here is the increment value. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, means second record insert, then at that time it will increment by 1, then 1 2 3 4 such. Identity is basically limited to the particular table, and unique identifier is used for to uniquely identify records across the table, across the database, and server as well. So let's see some example in practical. Select new ID. New ID is the function which returns the unique global unique identifier value, and there is a new sequential id function as well, but we can use in with a default expression like this, means while creating table or alter the table. And this is the data type we are using right now, means unique identifier, and these are the default expressions, means while inserting the record we have to supply the default value to the particular column, then we are using the this default clause. We will see in upcoming session, means there is a default constraint, null constraint, then check constraint in detail. And yes, this is the while creating the table, we are specifying the data type as a unique identifier. First of all, I am creating table as a GUID example, and I am inserting default value to it. So select star from GUID example, and I am getting the result set as a two records because I inserted two times in it. So these are the unique identifier values. Okay, and you have a question in mind, why unique identifier is come into the picture? Means previously there was an identity, we can use that as well, means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, but why it is come into the picture? So let's see. In the previous session we created one example. There is a in practice there is a tables, and there is a select star from student, correct? So yes, so for demo session I'm creating the another database at here, a new database, practice one. In practice one database I'm creating the one more table. There is a student, name is same like the practice database, and I am inserting four records in it. And so let's see what are the four records. Yeah, these are the four records, and what is my objective right now? I have to combine these four records and these four records, and I have to insert it to the one table named as a student collection, and I am creating it in a practice one database. So let's create, and okay, first of all I have to drop table student collection. Okay, and yeah, I am creating it right now, and my objective is I have to combine these four records and these student four records, correct, into the one. So these are the eight records I am getting it. Means here is the practice one database non database dot schema name dot table name. DBO is the schema. We will go through in upcoming session what is the schema, and yeah, what are the different schemas as well in SQL Server. And but this is the format. Uh, Means suppose we have to retrieve the data from the another database. At that time we have to specify the database name first, then schema name, and then table name. And union all is the we will get all the records from the two result set. It requires the column name and data type should be the same. And yeah, I am inserting this result set into the one table. There is a student collection. Oh, it is giving us the error. Why? Because we are not able to insert the duplicate key in student collection. The duplicate key is 1 2 3 4. So let's see. Yeah, there is a student ID 1 Rahul and student ID 1 Mayank. We can't insert because it is the primary key. And one more thing, this is the identity value which is coming from here, identity value 1. And the because here is also, if we see, there is a select star from practice one dot student, so that identity is limited to that particular table only. But unique identifier, what it means, it uniquely identifies the records in table, database as well as server across. And so we can't insert, correct? But we how to resolve that issue? So let's take another example of the GUID. Here I am creating the one table as a student GUID, and it having the data type as a unique identifier, and I am inserting four records in it. Okay, and these are the four records, correct? Rahul, Kiran, Manish, and Ketan. Previously, it was there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, correct? So, yeah, in practice one database, I am creating same table, a student grid, and I am inserting four records. And what are the values? Yes, Mayank, Gopal, Krish, and Shrey. Previously, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is a student collection table I am creating to store the eight records, means four records from here and four records from practice one database. So let's see. These are the eight records I have to insert into the student collection, which is belongs to the practice one database. Okay. Wow, miss previously why we are getting that error? Because that identity miss that primary key which constant applied to the particular table, and which does not allow duplicate value. Why? Because here is also one value 1 2 3 4, and here is also 1 2 3 4 value in that particular student grid, correct? Here, so they are not allowed to insert with the help of the primary key constraint, but that identity is specific to the particular table, but unique identifier does not. That's why it is across the table, it is across the database as well as server, so we can easily differentiate the values across the server as well. So if we see select star from student collection, then we will get eight records, correct? Means we can insert the four records from the practice database, and four records are from the practice one database. So there is a nothing confusion. That's why we and at the certain time, uh 1 2 3 4 value, there is a specific limit. So and in unique identifier there is a nothing limit. That's why unique identifier come into the picture. I hope you understand something about this session. In the next session, we will see SQL variant, XML, image, rest of the data types. And if you have any doubts, and then you can ask me on Instagram channel, Learn SQL with Sagar. And if you want a query about miss whatever that I written at here, so you can visit on my blog Learn SQL with Sagar blogspot.com, and here you will get complete list of queries. Miss suppose here is the section as a first of all SQL Server topics, and in that you have to choose data type, and when you are on a data type, then scroll down it till the unique identifier, and in unique identifier you will get all these queries. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you really like it this video, then please give me a one like on this video and share it so that other will know, and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.